I'd now like to ask Seema Ashrafina to come up, and she is the only person with great compassion came to Robert's rescue at YVR, so please.
I'm here tonight for Zofia, like the rest of you. I was told by Zygmunt a couple nights ago to prepare something, so I opened my dictionary and I picked those fancy, comforting vocabulary. But I decided to leave it at home and just talk to you from the bottom of my heart. After everybody said something, there is nothing left for me to say. I just want to thank Dr. Webster for his testimony at Braidwood Inquiry. I'd like to thank Peter Granger from CTV, who made my very, very weak voice very, very loud. And I just want to tell you, Zofia, if this is the beginning of the road or end of the road, I'm here shoulder to shoulder with you to find the truth and justice for Robert and so many unknown Roberts and so many unknown Zofias that we never heard of it. It wasn't Paul Pritchard there to video. It wasn't me there to witness and say something about that. For all of those, this is the beginning of solidarity.
I would now like to ask Suzanne Gitsi to come forward and read a poem that was written by Seema.
This is by Seema from October the 19th, in memory of Robert. Oh, mister, from the cradle of nowhere land, finally, I'm here. I walk through the continents, past the oceans and the mountains. Oh, mister, I'm here. Excited delirium is not my first and last name. Look me up close. Look at my papers. Oh, sister, look at the blisters on my hands. Look at the scabs on my knees. Look at me resurfacing to escape drowning. Hear me when shouting, where are you, mother? I am breathing her senses through these glass doors. Oh, mister. Hey, sister. I'm slipping. I'm running bare feet again. Can you see the missing man in me?
Pani Cisowska, ladies and gentlemen. On October the 14th, some year and a half ago, a mother went to meet her son at an airport. They got to within a couple of 100 feet of each other, but they were obstructed in their ability to reunite by three agencies: the airport, Canadian Border Services, and ultimately by the RCMP, that prevented them from being able to make what should have been their most joyful event. Thankfully, there were at least two people that were prepared to bear witness to what occurred. You've heard about Paul Pearson, the lawyer, and you've heard about the Pritchard tape. But I don't think enough has been said about somebody that spoke a little earlier, and that's Seema Ashrafina. This was a woman that came forward in the immediate aftermath. She was prepared to come forward, and she carried her little cell phone with the video camera. And that was the first that the world really saw of what occurred. And she bore further witness to the fact that there had been 4 taser discharges, at least in her view. They came out and said that we did everything we could. We tried to reason, we tried to make gestures. But Seema Ashrafina, in spite of being criticized, stood by her guns throughout this process.
I would now like to ask William Sundu to come up. He's a human rights lawyer and friend of Zofia Cisowski's.
Much has been said tonight, and I'm mindful of the virtues of brevity. And I do have a speech with an announcement, which will bring you up to date on some recent developments, very recent. Robert died on October 14 at Vancouver International Airport after being tasered 5 times by members of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. But for the video recorded by a civilian, Mr. Pritchard, the truth would not have been known of what really happened. The video has been viewed widely at home and abroad. Much has been said and written about the events surrounding the death of Robert. Our rights or freedoms are fundamentally implicated in our dealings with police. These constitutional decisions and principles are about protecting us from police misconduct. On behalf of Zofia Cisowska, we urge that the Polish prosecutor reopen the case and that the Polish authorities publicly demand full cooperation from Canada. This may include the filing of a formal complaint with the Polish authorities and prosecutor's office in the matter of the death of Robert Dziekański at Vancouver International Airport, although there is already an open file in the hands of the Polish authorities. Zofia Cisowska has instructed her legal counsel in Canada and Poland to take action and pursue all legal possibilities available under Polish law and to provide advice of further options and steps available under domestic and international law.
I searched and I searched for you, my son, but I ignored with help from no one. I played it honest, I did things right, but the ways of this world and picture life has no one learned. Well, none take blame. This world is dark, it remains the same. The truth is clear. Standing alone, surrounded in glass, he's lost, but afraid to ask. Where should he go? He doesn't know the way. Confined to this place, no mother's embrace, he waits, tries to read the signs. Here in a stranger's land, no one to lend a hand, alone and sad. When did this world become so cold, so cruel? How did we let our hearts turn into stone?
I would like to thank everybody for coming. That was very important for me today. Special thanks to Iwona Maliszewski and Bożena Łukomska for organizing this wonderful fundraising dinner. Thank you again for Zygmunt, my friend, for his beautiful wife, for everyone. And I'm happy that now I have Mr. Kostecki and Mr. Rosenblum, from Kamloops, Mr. Sandu. I have of 3 lawyers, and Canadian civil rights movement working together. Zygmunt Okay. And I am sure that now this will bring results, good results maybe for me, for my son Robert, and in future for Canadian people.